Hello everyone. We are meeting here again on an important occasion to think what are all the problems or like what is the reason behind heart attack and what are the devices available to find these kind of problems in day-to-day life. So today we are going to see a case study on heart attacks. We know it is a thing which happens without our knowledge, but the days goes in recent technology. There are certain scientists are working on how to find this heart attack as before it comes to any particular person. So here we need to know certain factors which is important when it comes to heart attack. Your heart is nothing but like an engine where it needs fuel to run. So that is what happened in normal any of the engine which we see in our vehicles. The same way your heart need fuel to work on it. Here you take a case, the man fall down and there was wound happened in his knee. So it started bleeding, and after a period of time, the inflammation process start. Once the inflammation happens, the scar will start to heal by itself, and after a period of time, the scar even goes away. Even if somebody looks into the factor, they will not find out the wound happened previously in that particular area. So this is how the body reacts to the pain which happened in that particular point. But take a case if he fall down the very next day, I mean the next day again on the same spot, again the wound part is again being wound, and on third day again it is being ruptured. So what happens here? Continuously you are rupturing that particular wound, where that will lead to causing problems in your bone itself, which cannot be healed by its own. The same way, if you take your heart, the artery plays a major role in giving out your fuel to your heart. So you click it from this. There was some clot happened there, which we can able to say that as plasma, or it is due to any cholesterol which happened there. So that stops, or like it doesn't totally stop, but it reduces the flow of your blood to the heart, which is the predominant factor to give pumping activity. So here, this patient suddenly fell down or having some certain burning sensation. They may feel it like it from the burns which happens usually because of the acid reflex, and even sometime they'll think that will not lead to lead to malfunction of the heart. So when you have these kind of factors, you should immediately you have to take the patient or a person to the hospital to avoid death. That is very very important. So like the pain should be in any of the arms, or like in any of the factors, which can be anything also. So junk foods can be one main reason. Taking cigarettes, and there are certain things that are there very very important when it comes to blockage in your heart. Now that's mostly a prerequisite of what we are going to see today. The thing what we are gonna focus is here, there are certain methods or like devices available already in the market, but that is not helping in finding out heart uh, malfunctioning here. So what the main case study is going to be is like we have to produce or to create a model that is nothing but fault-free arrhythmia for continuous monitoring. So you have certain gadgets which is available in the market, like wearable devices like watch, smartwatch, which is already there. That with the help of IR sensors, they are tracking your pulses continuously when you are on a run. If there is anything abnormal, it indicates you directly. That's already there. Then why we are looking into this particular factor? Because those are all the techniques which only calculates the pulse rate or like the rhythm of your heart. So the main problem that we are focusing here is collapsing due to heart attack without knowing or any when the flow of blood to the heart is blocked. The blockage might be made up of fat, cholesterol, or other substances, even in form of a play in the artery that you have seen in the video that fed from the heart. That leads to a clot. Even sometimes the clot could move from one place to another. That could be very dangerous. That is called as thrombosis. So now, solution. What solution that we are going to give here? So when you know what are all the things happen, the five things that P, Q, R, S, T waves are very important when it comes to finding out the rhythm of your heart. Even the gadgets, the Apple 5 series are capable of finding out these things. But the segment P, Q, and ST is mentioned here, and the thing that we are going to focus here is arrhythmia. So you have continuous and even conditions which comprises 18 a number that you should know before you go for finding out your arrhythmia. So that is the solution that you're gonna give for this kind of problem. So these are all the available devices which is in the market today. You have smartwatch, you have certain electrodes that you could place it anywhere as a portable thing, go anywhere, and even in if you take it as in the form of strap kind of things that you can monitor even with your mobile phones, and certain things like monitor and the last that will be taken in the hospital. So these are all not, some devices are continuous monitoring, but some aren't. So again, when I talk about these kind of devices which is in the market, everything will focus on the pulse rate measurement or the rhythm of your heart. Only the rhythm of your heart. They will not find out any kind of arrhythmia condition. Even the patient doesn't know what is arrhythmia, right? But as a student, I want you to look into the factor where the main problem arises, even though having these kind of gadgets in the hand, why these gadgets aren't finding out the arrhythmia condition. We design an arrhythmia device which you can monitor continuously of your pattern of your heart, which will be a great success for the industry. And that also again the problem is it should not go beyond some amount, because if you take in decades, people aren't ready to buy a watch which was around 50K. Now the Apple Watch came out with so many features. When it was introduced, it was not popular. But now if you take 10 part of 100, people are having it. So you have to look into that also. So when you design anything, you have to go with the design thinking approach method to find out from the point of what the patient is really needed. If you look into their shoes, you get some idea about it. So do some proper case study on how these things will turn out when it comes to as a product. So from the point of that 5 steps from your DT method, find out the problem, define it, and once you are define it, then go for an ideate part. That is very important because several methods are already available, and even it is in the market ready. So you have to think really well of finding out which is the best method. So these devices are not meant for finding out your arrhythmia. So concentrate only on the factor how to find out the arrhythmia so that the heart attack could be identified before it happens. If it is acute, may or may not be, we cannot able to find it at the moment. But if it is chronic, if you are monitoring it in a regular manner, it will really help the patient. If the patient doesn't need those kind of things, but you can send us an alarm or alert that you can define it in any way that the send to the doctors will play a vital role. So think about it, how you can able to produce a device that can be a solution for these kind of problems. Design it, and I want it specifically to target arrhythmia. So there are 18 conditions are there, but very few things are like very important when it comes to the heart attack. So concentrate on those things like trachy, brady, everything in those 18. find out which is really needed to find out the heart attack before it arrives. So with this, I'll sign out. So I'll see you in the next case study. Thank you.